guys, my name is Sweat, but today I'm going to be talking about two really common types of tense that we have in English. And they all used to talk about presence, the time right now. They're called present simple and present continuous. So let's go and see the way to use it. Some signal words, helpful hints, and verbs. Okay? So let's look at or tenses, okay? So first, let's talk about present simple, okay? Present simple. Well, now let's talk about its form first. Okay? We have is two kinds of verb. First is to be verb, and next is common verbs. Well, let's go through to be first. We have our structures will always be something like subject plus verb plus to be. Yes, for the to be sign. The to be words here are and is, are. We have a note here. Are was used for you, we, they, or two objects or more. Is will be used for he, she, it, or one. And am would only be used for the subject I. Okay, so from these structures we'll have here is subject plus to be. The verb here is being changed to be. So we have is subjects plus to be. Okay? So we have from the structure is subjects plus to be plus a part that we want to add in the sentence. So maybe I can make a sentence from this, right? Let's see. She is always. Let's see. So that's our structures. You can see is subject plus to be plus the object that we want to add. Okay? Next, we have is the common verb. We will have is subject plus verb plus object. Like here we have is the word verb here can be bear. Bear are used for we, they, you, and I. If we have those subjects, then we would use the be bear, the verb in the bear part. Or we'll say the verb in the infinitive column. Or we would have is V plus S or ES for subjects like he, she, it, or one things or more. Yes. So that is the form of the present simple. Well, we have some small notes here. We have a verb kind of structures. Now we have here is positive. The positive structures is subject plus do, orders plus be bear. This is the negative kind of sense, so we'll have some different like S plus do does not plus V. But remember, in negative sense, it doesn't matter what subject is it. We always use the V bear. And the kind of interrogative questions. It's kind of like do, does plus subject plus verb there. So we have here, if we have a usual verb like plays, we can't just add a not to it, like play not or not play. But we need to borrow the word do or does and add a not. And then we would add a V. So maybe we have a sentence like, I not play that game. Would make any sense for you? So now we would have another way to write it in a correct way is I don't play that game. It will make more sense, right? So let's go through the use to see some senses. Okay, we have our true or true facts. True facts or general truth. We'll have like, okay, the true fact here is that Vietnam's costume is outside. It is always a true fact, right? Or we have a true fact here that my name is Ming Hui. I never changed my name. It is a fact. And it's true too. Next, if we used to talk about a daily routine or a habit of a person, like she gets up at 5 o'clock. That is her habit. She always wakes up at 5 o'clock, or she usually wakes up at 5 o'clock. That is also another use of present simple. And also used to talk about the schedule. Like on Monday, I always go to school. Yes, then this sense of present simple is talking about my schedule, talking about my usual habits, and talking about true facts in my life too. Yes. So let's look at some signal words that we can see in some senses. I will give you some senses later for you to choose me. Okay? So signal words here can be like adverb frequencies, like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and the last one is never. We also have some RS phrases like every Monday or maybe every Thursday, yes, or etc. We also have each Monday, each January, each year, each too. Remember, we have the word every, each, once or twice, or 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Those are those words that are called the signal words for us, for the present simple. So let's see. I'm going to give you some sentences. You would use some of those things to help you to talk about and to know they are the real sense that use the present simple tense. Okay, we have a sense. He always goes fishing outside. Is that a present simple sense? We have here, he always goes fishing outside. That is a fact in his life. It is a fact. It's also a daily routine. Always. And talk about his schedule. Maybe this is right, right? And do we have any signal words? Let's read again. He always goes fishing outside. We notice the word always. So in the hints we have is always here. So we'll see that is a signal word of this sense. So we probably know what is that type of sense. It is in the present simple tense, right? We don't even need to look at the structures. But now if we look at the structures again, it will probably be true. True. Yeah. Like we have, he always go, he always goes fishing outside. So we have, or here is, he is the subject he, verb, fishing, goes fishing, and the object before, after that. Yes. So you see that I haven't talked about the adverb. The adverb here will usually stay before in the sense from the verbs, but it will stay after to be when there's to be sense. So now we've learned a lot of times on present simple. Let's talk about present continuous tenses. Let's talk about this verb. Okay? Positive of it. The positive kind of sense is subject plus to be, like is, are, plus verb in, and plus object. Like we have a sense. She is always complaining about her job. Is that our sense in the present continuous tense? Yes, it is. Subject she, to be is, the verb in called complaining, and object is about her job. That is just 100% like the forms, right? We also have negative forms like subject plus to be, not plus thing. What do I mean here? Let's see, have a sense. We always, okay, let's try another sense. Because I don't think this is in the present continuous form. Let's see. He isn't going outside. Is that a present continuous tense? Yes. Subject he. To be not. To be not is isn't. And then the verb in here is, and the verb in here is going. Object is outside. So that is a present continuous tense. And the last one is in the interrogative verb or the questions verb. We'll have to be in the first part, to be plus subject and plus verb in. Like we have, is she feeling well? That is a present continuous tense, right? The to be verb is subject she, and verb in is, let me see. Verb in is feeling well, right? Feeling well. That is the part that we want to add in here. So that is a present continuous tense. So let's talk about the use of them. Okay? We use them to talk about plans in the futures. And remember, those plans have been planned before. We have already known that, okay, it will be true. Yes, and things that are happening when we're talking. Like, okay, I'm reading a book. And maybe you say, okay, Hui is reading a book. Yes, right. It also used to talk about temporary situations. Temporary situations are kind of like, you know, I am working. I am walking his dog. So that job here, I'm just doing it for maybe 10 minutes. That is just a temporary situations, right? And also talk about annoying habits. The habits that annoy others. Like he's always using my bike even when I didn't allow him. Is that an annoying kind of habit? Yes, we use present continuous to talk about that. You see the difference? Present simple, talking about a habit that's usual, that's common, but present continuous is used to talk about annoying habits. Yes. Let me see another sentence of an annoying habit. Like, she never. No. Let's see. She isn't cleaning up after playing. She isn't taking clean of the house. Yes. So that means after maybe playing some games, she throws things all over and she didn't put them into place. Yes. So that part is also using present continuous. We have some signal words like now, right now, at the moment, look, listen, today, and we also have this week or this month or this year, etc. So that is some signals words of present continuous. Let me give you some sentences like, let me see. He is playing a video game. Yes, that is our present continuous tense. He is playing a video game. It's a sentence that used to talk about things that are happening right now. So you see, that is a present continuous tense. So you see, today we've learned about two really important tenses in our daily life. They are called present simple and present continuous. And you just need to remember for me, the verb, its use, and the signal words. And after this lesson, you should try to go out, look at some things that happen now, or look at some true facts in your life, and see if you can make some present simple or present continuous sentences by yourself. See you next time.